how we will play against Europeans.
I think the first time we really saw Loveneet explode on the scene is when he was at the Tiger Uppercut event, a challenger event in Asia. He was able to beat our reigning world champion UIU's Kudans.
Yes.
Now going up against his UIU teammate Fergus. Let's see how he's going to do in this matchup.
All right. Start off with a front one. You know, Jack, a real solid character, good pokes. Yeah, plant the seeds. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, Jack is one of those characters. I mean, he is such a hard-hitting character, an amazing tournament character. A lot of people say that he's probably one of the best tournament characters there is, but he does have his disadvantages. One of them being is that he doesn't have the ability to move as freely as other characters because of him being such a huge target.
Yeah, that's true. What I also noticed is that there aren't a lot of Jack players here in the tournament. Loveneet is, I think, one of the only one, together with Circuit Joey Fury. Oh, there's a nice rage drive.
Yeah, I would say 2 Jack players is enough. But, you know, obviously there's we don't have probably one of the best and most story Jack players in Echo Fox Saint. He's not here at the event. But there is some Jack representation nonetheless.
Yes,
oh, nice. Gets a counter hit. Looking to get the follow-up. And, you know, I think one of Jack's strengths we were talking about earlier, the ability, you know, just the ability to play very simple and very safe. And that's, I think, where Jack shines. Obviously, a lot of his stuff is punishable, but for the most part, he can play very dry and very, very calculated if he needs to.
Yeah, he can play very compact, but Fergus here making the comeback. Very nice round for him. You know, Asuka, on the other hand, is not he doesn't get picked a lot.
Yeah.
Asuka. Why do you think that is?
You know, I just feel like, you know, a lot of characters can probably do what she does. You know, that's not to say she's not an amazing character. She obviously can deal damage. She has the ability to mix up, and she has some interesting counter hit setups and baits. Yeah. So I just think that she's probably just not as popular or as appealing as some of the other characters in the roster. You know, we see a lot. There's characters that we see a lot of, and this is going to be Kazumi and Dragunov. And I think the longer we go on towards the Tekken World Tour, we're going to see less of Dragunov, less of Kazumi, and we're going to see people branching out. Obviously, those are the characters that are probably studied the most nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Along with Jack.
Along with Jack. This top 32, the characters, they're also quite diverse. So.
Oh, that was an important down forward too here. Now he's pushing the other way. Because he has rage, he's going to be opting to do more damage here, as both players have access to rage drive now.
See, that's it. He likes to use the back 3 at the end of the round, but in the 1-1 swing.
Yeah, the 1-1 swing is able to, you know, he wasn't patient enough. He tried moving the second time around, and Fergus, you know, holding it down right now, up 2 rounds to 1. If you guys are tuning in right now, you might not be too familiar with Tekken. Tekken is one of those games where it's very fairly balanced. Pretty much any character can compete in tournament play, and we've seen that throughout the entire week, and we see almost every single character played.
All characters are tournament viable, as you can see here.
Yeah, some more than others, but I mean, everyone can still do some damage.
That's right.
All right, went for the windmill punches, not opting to go for the extension.
Doesn't look too good for Fergus, but he's trying to make a comeback. It's making out. He's still got rage. He's got an amazing rage drive. Oh, and the down for 1-1.
Yeah, you know, especially in this matchup, I would never count on Asuka. She has amazing tools with moves like that backwards flip that she has, that back 3. It's so good. It beats a lot of Jack's good poke options. And if he tries to get greedy with the down back 1 or from crouch down back 1, any of those low shotgun attacks, he's going to get launched for it. So he's going to have to be careful. It has such an active hurt box when it's out there as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Asuka also has a really good low pokes. Very hard hitting. Oh, then a 1+2. Here we go. To the wall.
Yeah, he's going to get the wall here. We're going to see
damage.
3-ring circus follow-up. He gets the pickup on the knee, but again, Loveneet has rage now. He's going to have to be very careful. Fergus doesn't want to get hit by the rage drive. Or the rage drive.
Even in life, Asuka still's got rage.
Planting the seed's so risky to it, because that seed planter, it has to hit. If it doesn't hit, you are dead. But man, that paid off in a big way, and Loveneet is up 1-0 right now versus Fergus. And again, throughout the tournament, it's going to be a race to 2 matches, 2 out of 3, until we get to our winners finals, our grand finals, and of course the losers finals. Those matches will be an extended set of 3 out of 5. But right now we're going to the Devil's Pit, continuing this action, and we'll see, of course, how this is going to play out. You know, this stage is one of those stages, once we get to the potential final stage, it's going to go to a wide open area where there are no walls. And that could either prove to be an advantage or disadvantage depending on the player. I would say more so on the player than the character, because it all comes down to movement and spacing at the end. Anyways, right now with the advantage, Loveneet looking to close it out here and, of course, move on in the bracket. But I don't think Fergus is going to go down easily. That was a tight match. It went down to the final round.
Final round. That means they're quite evenly matched.
Yeah. There's so much you can infer and kind of get from an opening matchup. It really sets the tone here. But wow, he just opened up with a power crush there. And something that we don't often see from Jack is he very rarely goes for that power crush. Obviously, you don't want to really duck against Jack unless you're feeling the threat of the lows. But that power crush is a high, so you're going to have to be careful.
The power crush is really good at the wall because he can wall spats and leads for decent damage or Oki if you want.
Yeah, Jack can definitely bring the damage when he's at the wall.
Wow.
Round 2.
But what a great round there. Opening here in match number 2.
And
Fergus.
openings with Can-Cans.
Yeah, Can-Can, such a great move. Able to crush almost instantly.
Yeah.
Not just that, he has the counter hit ability as well. So if he flinched at all, it would have hit. Wow, low scissors into the seed planter.
That Can-Cans just did 50% of damage.
Oh yeah, it works. It hurts pretty much. And that, oh, what a great punish there off the down forward too. That 2-3 with its nice range and an up forward 3 to end it there. Fergus looking really good. And it's like he didn't even lose that first match. Now 2 rounds straight here. We're in the open part of the bottom stage.
You can backdash freely, no walls, no pressure at the walls. So
okay, good block there. You know, one of those things that you see often from Asuka players, they go for that Tooth Fairy cancel into the from crouch down forward 2, which we just saw. So now Fergus opting to starting to mix it up.
Oh, nice patience,
but
didn't get the whiff punish.
Yeah, you got to be careful because that very fast and hard-hitting punish there from Asuka, that big Tooth Fairy attack, is launch punishable. So
yeah,
Loveneet could have easily got.
Oh, there
man.
we go. 3 rounds straight for Fergus.
Speaking of easy, that looked really easy for him that second matchup. So now we're all tied up here.
Yeah.
And one of these players will move on in the winners bracket, but which one will it be?
Who do you think is gonna win?
I gotta ask the crowd. I mean, if you guys like Fergus, give it up, make some noise. All right, how about Loveneet? No one will cheer for Loveneet. Okay. I'll cheer for Loveneet.
I'll cheer for him as well.
Yeah.
He's a really friendly guy. I was with him yesterday at the airport. No, 2 days ago, I'm sorry, at the airport. Really talkative. He likes to play Tekken. He really loves Tekken. You know,
I think everyone here probably really likes Tekken, which is a great thing, of course. But man, we are here in an infinite stage. We're in the infinite azure. There are going to be no walls here, so it's going to really come down to, of course, how these guys are going to play out the matchup.
The movement, the spacing, it all has to be real correct. Oh, they trade hits at the first.
You know, one of the things we saw in that last matchup is, you know, Loveneet got hit by a lot of counter hits. We saw the counter hit up forward 3. Yeah. We saw a lot of it, and, you know, it kind of, you know, it kind of flustered him a bit because he started throwing out the down forward 2s, and he was just getting punished for almost everything.
Oh, big down forward 2.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
And he's going to do a lot of damage here. Not enough to close it out there, but still opting for another opportunity. Uh-oh.
It's going to be real hard for Fergus to make the comeback. Oh, and he interrupts the front 2.
Yeah, and that's the first time we've seen the wall-standing 2-1 string there from Loveneet. So starting to, you know, use a little bit more of the repertoire, and I like the scissor there.
That's an excellent whiff punish.
Yeah, it has a lot of good range. Yeah. But nice combo to start it off here. Again with the seed planter.
He likes that move.
Yeah, he's not afraid to do it.
No.
There's a jackhammer. And, you know, I feel like we haven't seen the jackhammer too much in the matchup, and I think it's going to be a great move because...
And as you said it...
You got to test somebody. You have to really test whether or not they're going to start sidestepping. But, man, why sidestep when you have back 3, right?
Back 3 is such a good move. But as you said, it's launch punishable. It's kind of a risk that he takes.
You know, not everyone can punish it in time, though. It has this really weird punish window where you're going to have to be very patient. And if you try to do it too early, sometimes you get hit.
Wow.
But, man, great stuff.
Crowd
Fergus
is loving it.
And that's a great crowd shot here. You guys can see a lot of the top players in the front row. Oh, he didn't get the 2-1 punish.
No, he didn't. Okay,
interesting. And again, using that jackhammer to his advantage. It has not yet been sidestepped or launched here from Fergus, but I mean, you got to think it's got to be on his mind. But the problem is, once you start trying to sidestep the jackhammer, it really opens up everything else for Jack. The down forward 2, the dashing down back 1s. We're going to see a lot of that and a lot of the mix-ups, of course. Oh, man, he went for a punish there.
Yeah. Oh. That was kind of dangerous of him to do that.
Yeah. Oh.
Beautiful whiff punish.
Threading the needle there with the Tooth Fairy. And he misses the combo. It's a normal throw. That's a bit unfortunate. Look, his hands are up. He's in disgust. He's like, well, how did I get hit by that? But right now, Loveneet 1 round away from moving on in the bracket. And again, this is top 32 winner's side.
Here we go. No duck on that screen. Oh, he caught him ducking. Oh, the drop.
The drop. You missed it.
I missed it. I'm sorry. We didn't even do it yesterday.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. Tasty Steve is always watching. He's always ready for that drop.
All right.
All right, nice punish there on the down forward 2. Fergus looking much better in this round.
Yes.
And there's the back 3. Look at that. And, you know, he just went for a poke. He went for an honest from crouch down back 1. And he got punished hard for that.
Yeah, that was solid intuition of him to use the back 3.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to throw it out and hope for the best. Especially in close quarters combat, that's really where that move excels.
It's a real good comeback tool, but like that.
Oh man, he got him that time. Loveneet looking really good. He's gonna opt to keep him out of rage.
Going for the mix-up. 1+2 throw, not broken.
He's gonna have to be careful here. Oh, that's gonna be punished. He thought he had the Tooth Fairy, and that's gonna be it. Loveneet is taking it. He's gonna move on in the bracket. Fergus now going into the losers bracket where it's gonna